Wood smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking. Today we got a new reaction, something I've never heard before. This is Gerry Rafferty Baker Street, and I picked up what seems to be the extended version. So we gonna hop right into it. Original link will be in the description. Here we go. A beautiful song. I was told before in a recommendation that this had one of the greatest guitar riffs in history, right? Listen, what I love about that song is how much I love songs I can relate to as a songwriter myself. Uh, Now, obviously, I'm still new to guitars and all the instruments, but even though I've been reacting for about a year or two, but to even really get to know things like that, it takes time. These people have been doing this their whole life on these instruments, on these guitars, on these saxophones, all type of instruments that they're using. But as far as the lyrics, I relate to the lyrics because when he talked about it, coming from a town and it's like it's soulless, and just pretty and wanting to buy land and wanting it like that. You start to see yourself when you hear lyrics like that, and I believe that the greatest songs are the ones that the people can truly relate to. I can't relate to someone telling me how they're living in a penthouse and they got millions of dollars and they're around these moguls and billionaires and going to these islands. I can't relate. I can't relate to what it's like being in Lamborghinis and Maseratis and all this, going to the jewelry store and buying, $100,000 chains. I can't relate to that. But I can relate to coming from a small town where you see, where personally on my end, you see people just pretty much submit to that town. And a lot of people actually fall in that town, whether it's to drugs or there's some type of depression, and then that town just kind of become just being soulless and fall and just becoming worse and worse. Uh, for all those that come from a small town, you guys all know how it was when Kmart was around. You go to most of our towns now, them Kmart's is just abandoned buildings, man. But yeah, I can relate to wanting to buy. Well, I did buy land. I did buy a house. So, but envisioning it, envisioning it, even like with a guy being drunk. I obviously I've never drunk or not. I've never drunk. I've never did anything like that. But once again, you see that your whole life, family members, all that, people who are drunk, so you can still visualize the lyrics and appreciate the lyrics because he's telling real life. Uh, and then when you put down lyrics that are real life that people can relate to, and then you add on the guitar riffs and then all this, it just becomes an insanely amazing song. And I appreciate the talent, and I'm honored to be able to hear this today. With that being said, that was Gerry Rafferty. My apologies if I pronounced the name wrong. Baker Street. And that was awesome. Original link in the description. If you're new to the channel, make sure you binge watch my oldies playlist. And if you like, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell for more. Because I ain't going to stop. Much love, y'all.